Better. Let's try and keep it about there. Okay, buenos dias and good morning and welcome to the 2017 Spanish National Championship. We've just got round one underway. We are watching the reigning two-time consecutive Spanish national champion, Mario Nunez Jimenez, on the... Is that going to happen? Okay, send me a message on the chat. Go get on chat. Send me a message on chat if you heard that sound when I switched camera, which was very weird. Shouldn't have come through. A couple of things to note. This is the Spanish National Championship. I'm a resident in Spain. I am fluent in Spanish. For the English coverage, this event will largely be covered in English to bring the Spanish community closer to the international community. So it will be largely covered in Spanish, but every now and then it will largely be covered in English, but every now and then there will probably be some Spanish commentary, comments, interviews and stuff like that. So bear that in mind, please, guys. Obviously, this is a different culture here. We want to make things as comfortable as possible for everybody. And obviously the Spanish players want to see their national as well. So now I'm going to switch over to Spanish and explain that for the Spanish players. Buenos días todos. Bienvenido al 2017 Nacional de X-Wing España. Eso es mi tercer nacional consecutivo ya. Y bienvenido al nuevo stream que tengo set up. Las cosas son bastante chulos por ahora. Ya vamos viendo cómo va la cosa. Vale, entonces eso, la mayoría de la parte del evento va a ser comentado en inglés. Obviamente yo tengo que acercarme a la comunidad internacional para intentar conseguir que este proyecto sea un éxito, ¿vale? Así que por favor que me apoyáis en esta aventura de, si queréis seguir viendo los mejores torneos de Europa, de que me apoyáis en esta manera. Porque no es barato. Aunque esto Madrid es relativamente barata, sigue siendo bastante cara ahora mismo. Así que tengo que hablar en inglés por la mayor parte. Habrá comentarios y entrevistas en español cada vez en cuando, pero la mayoría estará en inglés. Y tampoco será un inglés muy complicado, mientras que tienes claro la lenguaje del juego, hit, crit, focus, cosas así. No creo que vas a tener mucho problema en seguir la partida. Vale, pues eso, muchas gracias a los españoles por seguirnos y ya nos iremos comentando de cómo va el día. Okay, so that's that taken care of. We are now back into English for the rest of the event. Every now and then, like I said, there'll be some Spanish, but like most of the event will be commentated in English to bring this as close to everybody as possible. Please, I am in the chat. Let me just put something in there. Everybody, English or Spanish, if you feel like sending me a message in there, you can send me there. You send me a message on the chat. I can see it. It is in front of me, and I'll be paying attention to it as much as possible. We are getting underway with round one. Reigning Spanish champion Mario Nunez Jimenez, two-time consecutive champion, using the exact same list. For TLT Fugs, Syndicate Fugs, with Unhinged. In 2015, defeated a Corin Dash, and in 2016, defeated the free Jump Master Torpedo layout. So let me know if you guys heard that sound there in the chat, please. I just got to quickly realize I've left my control deck over on the table with them, and I've also got to put a little stand for the chat. Is it because I've got a line in, so maybe I should be turning off the return? How do I cut that? The USB's coming in. Ah, no, I know. I'll turn off this playback, and I will select this one. Set as default playback recording line 3 is still going. Playback, this is playback, okay. Can I just properties, change icon, no levels, I could turn that down I suppose. I suppose I could just do mute, couldn't I? Okay? Yeah, okay. Everything seems to be okay. Now, fix this. Okay, so let's see. We've got Mario opening up is opening formation with a finger four, well, a variation of the finger formation. One of the things I want to say quickly is the score to settle. Is it called score to settle? Yeah, score to settle condition has been applied, or no, it's like debt to pay condition has been applied to Countess Rayad on Alejandro's side of the screen. What else how do I have to keep in mind? Let me see. The crack shots, yeah. Oh, that's it. I've not put the colours on the squadrons. So we've got, it's the yellow and the light blue are the two bottom ones. Okay, so yellow is yellow and then turquoise. Yellow, and then here we got turquoise. Okay, so you can see that the three revenants have deployed. The one currently closest to the camera has a yellow marker on its base, I believe. Yeah, the one closest to the camera has a yellow marker on its base. You can't quite see it because the camera's too high and he's only used one peg. You can see the turquoise one on the middle lock revenant. Okay, so that's how you can identify the two, the three Skurgs, the H6 bombers. By one of them doesn't have a marker. The one that's the highest one has a blue turquoise marker on the peg, So that's the one that has Boba Fett, and the one that's close to the camera right now actually has a yellow marker that you might not see from this angle, but maybe when it's in a different position you'll be able to see better. Has the sensors, the collision detector. That's it. And the debt to pay. Why is my chat not working? Okay. A debt to pay is assigned to Countess Ryad. So I could put that on there now, couldn't I? Let me have a look here. Let me see. If I go here and I put debt to pay. And that should just pop up there, a debt to pay. I'll have to look at getting a symbol for the condition cards rather than just using the elite. I use the elite because it's tied to another elite card, but right, in this tournament we are very pressed for space, and Mario is rolling the dice app. I see. It's going to be very difficult to hear the table cam because it's very tight for space and there's a lot of background noise. Alejandro opens fire. One hit, one focus, one blank.
Pues nada, esto por maestría. Dos blancazos, el amarillo. Y te fijo, ¿vale? Con un disparo. Vale.
So he lost the 2 shields. Jerky, but now the phone's going to lock itself. Thanks, Mario. So yeah, the dice app, interesting, a very controversial choice by Mario. I'm a fan, personally. I'm a fan of the dice app, but I personally believe it should be open and on at all times. You should turn off the screen lock on your phone during the time you're playing. So you don't have that silliness where you're trying to unlock the phone. Yeah, a controversial choice. A lot of people found it to be an interesting choice. I spoke to him about it because, like I say, I'm a fan of the dice app myself. And Mario, I will remind everybody, as I've said on many occasions before, is a very what would be the word? In English, I guess the word would be fussy, but that's not really the way to describe it. In Spanish, we would say tiquismiquis. He likes things to be a very certain way, and dice with bad results can be frustrating, and leaving things in the hands of the app can be a lot more liberating at times. So he's decided to just to take that kind of attitude. We get 2 hits and a focus. Converted for a crit. See, and now everyone knows Mario's unlock code, and I can see a focus result and a blank on the dice app. So 3 shields go on the yellow lock revenant. Mario starts to return fire on the Countess. 1 hit and a focus. And Alejandro gets a focus, spends it to evade. And rolls 2 hits. Looks like a 1 hit and a crit actually. And 1 evade and a focus, spends the focus.
tiro misil ahí.
He's firing the harpoon missile. Four hits. One focus. Those are bad dice on Alejandro's side of the table. Eats the 4 hits on the Duchess. Loses shields. And I will damage card. Okay. Superstitious isn't exactly it either. Superstitious, I would describe Mario because he still uses the same template since he started playing. Okay, so Mario is definitely a superstitious player. That animation's not going too well at all. He's definitely a superstitious player because he still uses the same cardboard templates from when he first began playing, as will be evidenced when you see his one straight, which has pretty much had all the ink worn off of it. But as far as the dice, it's superstitious. It's just fussy would be the best way I could say it. He got upset with his dice. He got frustrated with his dice, and he found that with the app, he doesn't get frustrated. So he's kind of liberated in that respect. He can concentrate on other aspects of the game without being frustrated. So of course, a lot of people complain about the app and the possibilities that there's a way of in Spanish, malversing, abusing it, especially on an Android phone, where you could hack it and change its programming. My answer to that is that there's a possibility. Yeah, there's a possibility that somebody could modify the code of the app to be able to roll a slightly more favorably. That's possible. Yes, but to be able to do that, you have to be a very specific sort of person. You have to be particularly skilled to be able to do that. And so it's not like everybody is able to do that. A lot of people say that there already exists a version that's hacked that you can download, but everyone that's told that to me have not been able to provide proof yet. So I always reserve judgment for when I have actual proof. And then I would answer back that the actual tournament, the actual game dice, are just as susceptible to modification. You know, there have been instances where I believe evade dice have been discovered, where somebody had drilled into the circular point on the evade dice and filled the gap in with a heavier material at the bottom and a lighter material like clay or putty at the top, before painting white again the evade dot. Okay, so I mean, and really, when you talk about that, is it possible to modify your dice? Yes. Is it possible, and how many people can do it? Is it a specific skill? No, anyone can do that. So it's not really something that I believe is too much of an issue, as far as complaining about the dice app being susceptible to modification. There are easier ways for tournament officials to prevent use of a modified dice app than there are for tournament officials to discover dodgy dice. It's easier for tournament officials to discover dodgy dice, to prevent the event app, than it is for them to discover dodgy dice. Modified dice, I should say. Also, he's using his plastic templates. That is not his one straight that he's used to. He's using acrylic templates today. Wow, this is a completely different Mario. Look, what is true is that his shield tokens are the same ones since the beginning. They're totally worn out. In fact, there's one of them that actually doesn't even have the teeth going around it. It's just round. I saw earlier. And let's put this public out there. I was supposed to be joined in commentary by a community figure here in Spain, Fran Morales, Papi Friki, because he had a bye for round one. He's had a bye for round one, and so he had nothing to do round one. I said, since he won the bye, well, now I've got a commentary partner for round one. He was absolutely happy to do that, but then time's come and there's an opportunity to play other games, and so he's decided to go off and do that. So thank you, Fran. Thank you. We have we have players from Portugal and Spain and France here today. I don't believe there are any UK players. I don't believe there are any German players that have made it down today. But 8 people from France and 8 people from Portugal have made their way over. So I mean, that's a good sign. The guys from Paris have come. I mean, that's an excellent sign. Really happy to have players coming to take part in the tournaments from other places. I'll try and get information actually on that. Next time they go back to Dials, I'll have a word with organisation, try and make sure I'm fully aware of how many players we have. There was, last thing I heard a week ago was like 170, but then a lot of people are saying we've made it to 200, which was the capacity at the end. And a surprise as well. This event, they've organised this event as part of a games exhibition, and so entrance to the exhibition at a cost of €50 per person, which is double the price of normally a national level tournament, which was not well received by a large part of the community. And whereas we expected to get somewhere around 300 players, we've been left with looking at the dial. We've been left with 200. Well, no, they originally expected 300 players. They teched for that, and then they started to see a slow level of sales. So they reduced the tickets to 200, and then that's completed in the last couple of days before the event.
Esta una la tenía aquí y esta la tenía aquí. Esta es la mía, esta acá. Maestría. Distancia 3. Pues nada, taco aquí. Tiene que es rango 2, ¿no? Pero había de este. Sí, aquí pintado, ¿eh? Sí. Cambio el blanco fijado, ¿vale? Este era el mío, era el F. Vale.
So shields go down on Lock Revenant yellow.
Sí. Lo sacan sin escudos, creo. Eso es. Vale, pues ahora va este. Estaba a... Me quedan 2, 3. Estaría a 2, yo creo. Sí, llegamos a 2, ¿no? Sí.
So back, it's going to fire on. Wow, Alejandro's really heavy-handed. Every time he's actually able, the camera shakes. 2 hits, repeats for nothing. Lone Wolf. 2 damage cards.
Sí, ¿no?
I'm suffering from a lot of vibration on the table currently. 2 shields off of the turquoise, the yellow jump. Lock Revenant.
Autoblaster ahí. Pedimos a ver si llega, yo creo que sí, pero por mirarlo. Ah, bueno, el autoblaster, sí, el autoblaster me la pena.
So Alejandro here today, he knew he was going to be on stream representing the Spanish National Championship, so he wore his Spanish football team shirt, jersey. Another damage card goes onto the countess. As I mentioned it before, obviously people have come from Spain, from France and from Portugal. I think the price for the event was being double the price of a normal national tournament was something that turned off a lot of the international community. It made the trip very expensive. Yeah, I mean, basically you would end up paying more to, in some cases you could end up paying more for the flight, more for the ticket for the event than you would have done for the flight. As soon as he's fired those harpoon missiles as well, and Striker lost no shield. 1 evade, 1 focus, 1 blanket, and he spends the crack shot. Yeah, face up is a double damage and direct hit, leaving quick draw trembling on 1 damage point. So let me get rid of that crack shot now. I think that's the right one. Yeah. Okay.
Entran 2. Está comando la maestría, ¿vale? Ya. Me queda 1.
And Lock Revenant Turquoise goes down to 1 damage point left. 4 cards. So yeah, I'll quickly have a word with organisation now. So yes, we have we have some very interesting things. Well, that's a jerky camera. It seems to have stabilized a bit. We have some very interesting things going on. We've got 195 players in the end, with 43 active tables, making 186 players playing. Cuéntanos por qué juega. Okay, so 43 active tables, making 186 players playing right now, and I think we've got. Where's Nunez? No.
No me acordaba. Yo las bombas no las uso. Igualmente. Sí, pero creo que me. Bueno, ahora no creo que me hubiera hecho por 9-8 a la izquierda. No, eso sí. Eso en el momento que.
Okay, so we've got a world. Well, I don't know. We've got a first for here anyway, which has surprised me a lot. So we've got 43 active tables, 186 players playing right now. There is a. We have the marshal from the French National Championship behind me right now, playing for fun. No, that guy there is the marshal from the French National Championship. He's playing for fun right now because he had a buy from a regional, and they were able to accept it here, despite being from a different region of Europe and a different distributor. So good news there. We've also got Mario. We've also got. As I said, the other 8 regional winners. The only thing they just realised now is that we also have the player who won the regional in Portugal, who hasn't claimed his buy for the tournament because I'm guessing he understood that he wasn't able to claim it here, being a different region. But as we've seen, the French marshal is here, and he's been able to exchange his buy to play. So. Well, let's hope he gets a good game. I know he had to play one of my friends. He's playing. They know each other quite well as well. He's playing Luis. Alberto Nogales is playing Luis, and he would have had a bye this round if he'd have pushed that barrier, pushed that button a little bit.
Vamos a poner una hoja para que os pongáis si tenéis alguna petición especial, ¿vale? Por favor, hacer todo esta nota con la pasta blanca para que ¿vale? Además, tenéis un sitio especial donde pedir la comida. La comida la podéis pedir en la cafetería y según entráis con la que tenéis vuelta a la izquierda. Vais a la izquierda con vuestros tickets y allí podréis coger vuestra comida.
No, nos podemos quedar aquí hasta mañana. Suerte, tío.
Wow, that's a long planning phase. Well, I've been able to go off and take care of some stuff. So one of the things we should mention is that yes, the tournament was considerably more expensive than normal for being part of a games exhibition, a board games exhibition. But with the 50 euros, which, as I say, normally a national tournament was 25 euros, with 50 euros ticket with the exhibition included. You got a free game, which was the choice between Rock Band Manager and Fantasia Inc. Or Fantasy Inc. I'm not sure what the English language title would be, but something like that. Fantasia or Fantasy Inc. is the name of the free game they gave you as part of it for attending the exhibition. And we also have lunch included for Saturday and Sunday. So all X-Wing players have a special cafeteria for themselves. A Talon roll. Oh, let me switch that camera around. So yeah, and a special cafeteria for the X-Wing players where we have free food included this weekend. One thing I will always say to Mario's strength is he is an excellent positional player. That's where his strong game is in positioning. So 195 players is the final count, with all including the buys and the 83 tables that we've got playing at the moment. 93 tables. 93 tables plus 9 players with buys.
¿Cuánto estaba este?
Okay, so including with double the price for your national tournament, the Spanish national makes it to 200 players. That's amazing. Like for those of you from the international community who are not aware, the Spanish regional circuit, the Madrid regional, easily reaches 200 players, sells out in half an hour. The other regionals scattered around Spain are definitely at risk of having more than 100 players and have to plan and spec for such. So for the most part, our tournaments don't get held in a store. The store has to find a separate location. Very slow round this one, huh? It's kind of like both of them kind of realize they've got ships on one hull point. They really had to think about this one. This one could be the deciding round. If one ship goes down this round, then that could be what really tips the balance of the game against them. Alejandro has the advantage that all of his ships fire before Mario's. But Mario, like I said before, has an excellent positional game. And I believe that the one that's on one hull, the Lock Revenant that has one hull point, is that one that's closest to Alejandro physically right now. And I do believe. Let's wait and see. Don't say anything before anything's come to pass. Typically in Europe, a regional level event would normally be about €15, £15, and then 25 for a national level event.
Está bien, ¿no?
Okay, so we're going to be ready for combat in a minute. Sabak's gone, so now it's going to be quick draw.
Se va a chocar ahí. Sí, espera. No. Pon la obligación. Vamos a empujarla. Que es mejor, ¿no? Es lo más fiable. A ver, ¿tienes ahí? Vale, eso. Dale.
Yeah, I've got those. I got those grip bases. In a situation like that, when you want to slide it along the surface, not ideal. There we go.
Vale, listo. Pues nada, empezamos. Vale, pues este intenta disparar aquí.
Okay, Ryad will fire on the 1 hull point Revenant.
Esta intenta disparar por detrás.
Is it Ryad? No, it's got to be backdraft. It's going to be quick draw. It fires first. Why do we point to him then? Why do we point to Ryad?
Espérate, tenemos aquí el pase. Aparte de que se ha movido, es por dentro del arco de fuego y es así recto. Es más recto que esto. Mira, sí, tiene todo aquí. Yo creo que ese no puede bajar con nosotros. Este se va un poco. Pues nada, intenta a este entonces. Vale.
So Mario arguing that the turquoise is not in arc for backdraft, quick draw, I should say. 2 hits. Entra. 2 going on to the yellow jump master. Once again, way too used to talk about junk masters. How do they do that? So he's lost the damage card. Okay, now Sabak. What's that? Why is there another condition on the table now? That'd be harpooned, yeah? And they removed that Revenant while I was updating stuff. I'm getting all confused between the ships. There we go. 1 down. Okay. 4 hull points left on the lock Revenant closest to Alejandro now.
Tengo que intentar defenderme de los otros. Vale. Este tira aquí autoblast. Este va a tirar aquí. Centella, ¿no?
Okay. So the gets at least 3 hits. No? What am I talking about? Did he roll or did he not roll? Okay. He's thinking about something, I see. So please guys, this is round 1 and as always I'm conscious of problems that there may be with the setup. Please do let me know if you're seeing any problems from home.
centella normal.
Firing on quick draw. With primary weapon.
Blanco fijado, ¿no?
Looks like 2. Spencer target up. Re-rolled up before. 1 evade, 1 focus. And a critical hit goes on the quick draw. Blinded pilot.
Se lleva uno ese. Estaba el poneo, ¿no?
Oh, it was quick draw that was harpooned. No?
Esto doblaste ahí, pero no me disparar.
Why do they put the card?
Mira, doblaste. ¿Doblaste?
Salgan con la de antes, ¿verdad?
I don't understand. I completely failed to understand what's happened there. 2 damage cards on Sabak. 2 damage cards. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. So there was splash damage, or there wasn't splash damage, because I didn't see Mario take the splash damage on his ship.
Harpoon se saltó, sí, murió. Entonces, este recibió daño. Sí. Vale. Ok. Esto es rango 1, ¿no? Sí. Esto era tuyo, centella.
There we go, up to date now. Yeah, we've now corrected the shield. He hadn't taken the shield off of the Skurg that was completely intact. So I got mixed up and I put harpooned on Countess because they were both of them were next to each other. So let me remove that now. And it was on quick draw. Even though he's dead, I'll put it on there anyway. So, just over half an hour to go in the round. This game, I personally would say, was in favor of Mario. Alejandro's ships are just too weak. Those auto blasters are going to prove to be a problem. So as time goes on, those windows in the background will get a little bit darker. Right now, the sun's come up in the east, as it were, with the building facing in that direction, or my camera facing in that direction. So it's very bright on that side. And then as we get to around midday, the sun will move to the other side of the building, and things will be a bit easier. Local time here right now is 10:55. 5 minutes to 11. We are on the Central European time zone. Okay. So, as I say, for Alejandro, a dire situation. Started off strong, but and having a list that, technically speaking, should be able to joust is come up against something that can joust harder. Joust hard too. Joust harder. So the Countess is harpooned. That's why that card's there, because the adept to pay is indicated by... I'm not confident. I'm going to have to go check it. Yes, the Countess is harpooned. Because I remember seeing that card on the table already before I thought combat had taken place. So let me put the harpoon on the Countess as well. Right, so there we go. Harpoon, adept to pay on Countess Ryad. Although the score to settle is ship is dead, so that adept to pay card isn't going to come into effect anymore. Okay. So yeah, the camera switching during the planning phase, there's nothing happening on the table surface. Okay, what is happening is around the table. I mean, yeah, if you want to be all tactical and strategic, you want to be able to look at the layout constantly. But personally, I believe that there's something else going on at that time. There's actually a lot to see, to be honest. There's a lot of body language, there's a lot of interpretation of how a person's playing, what they're deciding, being able to see what part of the board they're looking at. Also, I'm trying to make this about the players more than it is about the lists and the game. So I like to make sure I give people's names, their hometown on the screen. I like to show them on camera so that people know who they are, so that when you 2 hits and a crit, when you show up at an event and you see this person, you recognize them. You don't have to see a name written down and then go, where is this person? There goes those shields. Down. And 2 focuses and a hit result. Now, I personally reckon the Countess Ryad is about to die to an auto blaster turret. Spends the target lock, repeats 3 dice, gets 3 hits total on a blank. Focus result, that's evade on Mario, so he takes 2. Auto blaster kills the Ryad. Alejandro goes down to 1 ship, and I'm really, let's face it, I'm sure that when he arrived and saw his name on the pairings with Mario, Nunez, Negro, Oscuro, he had a pretty good idea of what was going to happen, and they call the game there. So there we go, there's our 2 players, Mario on the left, Alejandro on the right. I'm going to go quickly get an interview with Alejandro, so obviously that will mostly be in Spanish. Okay, so Spanish interview coming up. This one. Que la cámara está un poco mal, ¿eh? ¿Ves cómo hace tanto loop detrás? Ya, es así, lo siento, que es que ya, lo puedo intentar. Ya, lo puedo intentar aumentarlo, pero es que se pone un poco peor la color también. Y estar toqueteando mucho cuando por la tarde ya estará bien, porque el luz no estará ahí. Dejamos así, ¿vale? Enhorabuena, ¿vale? Buen partida, ¿vale? Tú vas a hablar aquí dentro.
Ok.
¿Vale? ¿Qué tal te ha ido el partida?
Nada, ha estado bien, he intentado un poco flanquearle como he podido, pero sí. Era una vista bastante dura con misiles, con arpones y tal.
Ajá.
Tenía autoblaster, con lo cual las estas que tienen muy poca vida, mi nave que tiene muy poca vida, pues al final sufre.
Sí.
Pero bueno, yo creo que le he hecho sudar, ¿eh?
Sí. Al principio no era tan claro, pero cuando ya empezabas a tener 2 naves con solo 1 o 2 cascos, ya empezaba a ser un poco más cantado.
Si no hubiera tirado la última nave que me ha tirado,
ya.
Entonces ahí hubiera tenido un poco más de oportunidad. Porque yo creo que sí que a lo mejor, teniendo 2 naves que tienen más iniciativa que él, a lo mejor sí que voy a hacer alguna cosilla. Pero bueno, está bien, está divertido.
Lo vi que habías llegado un poco justo de tiempo, ¿no? Y te enteraste de quién era Mario antes de jugar contra él, claro, porque eres de Madrid, así que lo conoces bien.
Creo que una vez jugué con él.
Ajá.
En un torneo de Móstoles o algo así, y creo que esa vez le gané.
Ya.
Pero sí, me habían dicho que no lo juro, que había ganado un campeonato nacional, ¿no? O algo así.
Se ha ganado 2 seguidas.
2 campeonatos. O sea, que bueno, me puedo sentir orgulloso de que por lo menos le he plantado batalla.
Pues lo has hecho muy bien, ¿eh? Sí. Especialmente que yo no te conocía de nada, así que siempre es un riesgo, ¿no?
No, que yo llevo jugando menos de un año.
Ya, pues eso, siempre es un riesgo de que cuando lo veo un nombre bueno y lo pongo contra un nombre que no conozco de nada, siempre hay un riesgo de que tengo una partida que es muy chof, de que se acaba muy rápido, ¿no? Pero lo has montado bastante bien, ¿eh? Y lo has aguantado.
He intentado aguantar, pues eso, he intentado flanquear como he podido, pero...
Pues mira, enséñanos lo que tienes ahí.
Mira, esas son unas cartas que yo hago, no sé si se verán en cámara...
Primero me explicas y después lo iremos metiendo en cámara súper cerca.
Cartas que yo he hecho, pues eso, con Photoshop y tal.
Sí.
Y porque a mí las promos que da FFG, entre tú y yo, a mí no me gustan. O sea, me gustan más este tipo de carta. La veo como más visual, como tiene más...
¿Este lo he visto?
El Capitán Red, sí, bueno, son imágenes que yo he cogido por internet y tal.
Ajá.
Pero vamos, tengo aquí, por ejemplo, estas son todas las skull, las que están en verde.
Estoy intentando sacar una. ¿Dónde se ve más fácil?
Mira, por aquí.
Vale, a ver. Vale.
Y luego tiene un dorso, que dependiendo de la facción es un dorso u otro.
Vale, ok. Pues mira, esto me está muy bonito.
Esta es Ahsoka, ¿no? Ahsoka, ¿no?
A ver, si intentamos bloquear el sol de atrás y conseguimos una posición bien de la cámara.
Sí, necesitamos ahí un foco ahí en plan Hollywood.
Ya, está... Hombre, chula es. También es un foto bastante oscuro de Ahsoka, ¿eh?
Sí,
está muy en sombra.
Buscar otra más.
Ya, y ahí atrás tienes ahí... ¿Ves? Ahí lo ves perfecto.
Sí, ahí
tener en cuenta que sí, la foto de Ahsoka tiene bastante sombra.
Sí, por ejemplo, luego está la que tengo de Vader.
¡Ay, qué chulo!
La que tengo de Inquisidor. Esta la de Juno, la del talle avanzado.
Claro.
Así en rollo pin-up.
Sí, muy bien.
Mira, este yo creo que a lo mejor se ve mejor.
Echo está chulísima.
Echo está muy bien.
Y tienes un mogollón, ¿eh?
Tengo un montón. Hice un montón.
¿Y cómo las imprimes?
En una web que se llama Make Playing Cards.
Ah, sí, sí, sí.
No sé si la conocerás.
Sí, 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 lo conozco, sí. Pero es que, como pagáis más para el envío ahí que a lo mejor.
Sí, al final, hombre, no sale tan caro.
Ya.
Y, hombre, yo la gente que las quiere y tal, pues también las vendo y eso.
Ajá, tenente Quetzal, mira.
Si a alguien le gustan.
Aquí tenemos unas.
Esa hice un poco de coña, porque como es Queen Jazz, el Queen Jazz le tengo aquí el normal.
Ajá, ya.
Y luego tengo a
Pero
Harley
como es
Quinn.
Harley Quinn, sí, ya.
Efectivamente.
A ver. Es que, como no puedo ver en cámara, no sé.
Sí, es complicado, es complicado.
A ver.
Ahí se verá un poco con reflejos y tal. Luego está Sunny Bander, que también me salió muy chula, me gusta mucho. La Queen Jazz. Ahí tengo, ya te digo, tengo dos versiones. Esa un poco de coña con Harley Quinn.
Pues madre mía, un montón que tienes. Eso sí. Es toda la carpeta, chicos, de todo
sí,
arte
todo.
alternativa. Me encanta. Oye.
Está muy bien.
Mira, Dantels.
Me
¿Eso
puse-
es un arte de qué?
Y al principio no tenía mucha idea de Photoshop, pero fui aprendiendo con tutoriales y tal.
Tampoco es difícil, ¿eh?
No es muy
Photoshop,
difícil,
ya.
no es muy difícil. Es ponerte.
Ya.
Y tengo un amigo en el trabajo que es diseñador y me ayuda mucho a hacerlas también. Me
Sí,
enseñó. Tengo estas, son todas de Rebeldes.
Ya, wow, pues es
Está
genial.
Miranda, Donny.
Mira, lo que te diría, Kifa, es que si quieres coger algunas que son muy buenas,
Sí.
¿vale? Y los dejas ahí en la cámara y se puede ir viendo.
Vale,
¿Sabes?
sí.
Tus favoritos y los pones ahí y se pueden ir viendo entre rondas
Sí,
y
no
cosas
te preocupes,
así.
te la guardo yo ahora.
¿Vale?
Vale,
Muy bien, muchas gracias.
muchas a ti.
¿Vale?
Nos vemos.
Vale. Hasta el siguiente.
Igualmente.
Vale, y suerte con
Uno de estos le regala a mi chica por su cumple. Una cachoja de estas. Un micrófono.
¿Ah, sí? ¿Para qué?
Porque ella hace doblaje, está estudiando doblaje.
¿Perdón?
Que está estudiando doblaje.
¿Tu mujer?
Mi
¿Tu chica?
novia, sí.
Vale, ya. Ah, vale, pensaba que te había dicho que ella te había regalado a ti. Vale, vale,
¿yo
vale.
para qué? Si yo con la voz que tengo, vamos.
Perfecto, perfecto. Vale, ¿qué tal la primera ronda
Muy bien.
de tu tercer final?
Sufrida, porque
¿Sí?
me ha pegado bastante duro. Y ya al final tenía una nave que si la perdía y yo no mataba,
Ya.
que las autoblastas son un poco rifa,
Sí.
pues se me complicaba mucho.
Es que eran dos listas de justa encima, de justas, ¿no? De que se tiran contra
Sí.
los dos listas que su punto fuerte es ir encarado y tirar.
De hecho, la he cagado yo porque el primer turno he hecho toneles pensando que no iba a mover tan largo.
Ajá.
Porque como, vale, los defender corren, pero Centella no corre tanto, y pensé que no iba a correr tanto, más teniendo separado al otro en la otra punta de la mesa.
Sí, por cierto, lo siento, que como hace mucho luz atrás, que sales como negro oscuro de verdad.
Ya bueno, está bien. Todo encaja. Entonces eso, me ha despistado un poco y he dicho, voy a hacer toneles para encararme mejor para el siguiente turno.
Sí.
Y no he llegado con blanco fijado de ojo al primer turno de combate, y eso ha sido una cagada porque le podía haber castigado mucho más.
Sí.
Pero bueno, pues oye, al final eso. He aguantado ahí un poquito con suerte y las autoblasters han hecho su trabajo, que es lo que llevo ahí preparado para el Imperio.
Muy bien, genial. Entonces, ¿qué esperas? ¿Que piensas que llegarás al top? ¿Lo tienes muy practicado de esta?
No lo pienso, no. No, porque la lista esta, pese a que he demostrado ya que es muy buena lista, tiene unos pairings muy malos,
Ya.
que son listas Tier 1, que son los Alpha Strike, los Dark Render, lo que quieras, de
Sí.
compañía. Y ya he visto por las mesas que hay muchos, así que no espero gran cosa.
Ya
la verdad.
veremos. Vale, pues suerte por el resto, ¿vale? Un placer
Muchas
como
gracias.
siempre. ¿vale?
Igualmente, Simon.
Vale, ya nos veremos. Okay, so we'll give it a little rest there, and there you go. You can see now Alejandro is setting out some of his upgrade cards, some of his custom art cards. You can see on the camera there. I'll leave that on the screen for a bit before we get back for round 2.